Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. I'm Protomario, and today's video is over once again the media pointing the finger at video games for a parent's child going nuts. So the headline is a newspaper report linking stabbing of Leeds teacher to Dark Souls disputed. So once again, basically, this is what they tried to say, and I'm referencing the article. It's right in front of me. A social media accounts of 15 accused of stabbing teacher who was obsessed with online video games and killing others in fantasy worlds, quote-unquote. The Daily Mail ran a report with a headline saying the 15-year-old was accused of stabbing a 61-year-old Anne McGuire to death. And they said, this is, I'm quoting this, obsessed with online video game where a lone cursed character travels through fantasy world killing others, end quote. That video game, the report said, from Software's Dark Souls. And I'm not kidding, this is all quoted. I'm not making these words up, I'm not adding things here. In the second paragraph of the report, the Daily Mail describes the schoolboy as a, quote, depressed loner who spent long periods online playing ultra-violent video games. Wonderful. The following caption, quote, gamer, the teenage Substack accused of stabbing to death his teacher was a fan of Dark Souls, a fantasy game where players kill others to survive. Further down, underneath the emmed video of Dark Souls 2 launch trailer, the Daily Mail quotes a fellow pupil who said he had, quote, gone through some stages of depression and used to be on antidepressants, and that he, quote, threatened to commit suicide after reporting he had been bullied. Wonderful. So it's sad, but it's fucked up that this dude does this stuff. It's messed up that someone has to always die because someone's depressed or messed up or this or that. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I live to be 61 and some punk kid comes up and stabs me to death, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm just telling you that. So of course I'm gonna be dead, so I probably won't have any emotions, but if I don't die, I'm going to be pissed. It's sad that this stuff happens, but they said, quote, there is no evidence that links video games with violence, no matter what the publication, such as the Daily Mail, a newspaper published in UK, may infer. From their report, the Daily Mail cite drink, drugs, bullying as factors for the life of the 15-year-old accused of killing. It must also have pointed at these observations that alleged from the classmates that were accused. Bandai Namco declined to comment. I think, I don't know. You know, I like to be on the side of the person. I really do. I can't defend this kid for what he did. He's probably going to rot in prison the rest of his life, being a killer. Maybe he's going to be there for 20 years. But I know this. Video games don't cause people to kill. I have played every violent video game under the sun. I have played disturbing video games. I've played video games that are not disturbing. I've played puzzle games and this and that. Video games can frustrate you to the point where you want to break your controller, where you're rolling on the floor saying, are you serious? Where you want to take the disc out, break it, throw it, whatever. Again, violence isn't the answer, but it may take you to that point. But I've never felt the need to kill another person because of a video game. Sure, there's people who are a-holes online, and if they were sitting next to you, maybe you would punch them in the mouth or in the face, but murdering over a video game is never the answer, and I don't know a lot of people who feel that it truly is the answer. There was a couple other stories recently about you know, Grand Theft Auto being suspected as a motivator to kill, and, you know, a kid calling the SWAT team on another kid over a Call of Duty match. And that's stupid. It's all stupid. It's like blaming Columbine High on Doom. You know, it's like people who say guns kill people, when if you set a gun on a table and a person in the room, that gun won't kill that person without someone pulling the trigger. It is not even remotely the same. A video game is not a gun. A video game may influence, just like the media, but I guess a movie will influence someone to kill. A book will influence someone to kill. Perhaps, yes. It may give them the idea. It may make them think that it's a good idea to murder. But in the end, isn't that ultimate judgment up to the person? This game did not cause this person to kill. You know, perhaps it was the bullying. Perhaps his teacher didn't stop the bullying. When I was in high school, there were a lot of bullies that tried to bully me. I had issues with bullying myself. They tried to hassle me. They tried to give me a bad time. And there were a couple times where I just wouldn't fucking take it. And I smashed one kid's head and to a table, and I blasted another kid in the face. And generally speaking, half of my high school life I was left alone, and the other half, you know, here or there, little things would happen, normal things. But the problem is that a lot of the teachers didn't get involved with that stuff, and it was really sad that they didn't, because, well, hey, you know, you see people getting bullied. And it wasn't just me. I wasn't, like, getting tortured every day. I wasn't getting shoved into lockers or thrown into garbage cans. But, you know, there were other people getting messed with, being called names, this and that. It was just a regular high school experience for me. You know, you have the bullies, and then you have to stand up for yourself, blah, 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 whoopee. It's a real great time living in the high school hierarchy. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. And just like this video, if you are watching it, is not directly telling you to go kill people. If you are getting inspired to go murder someone because of me, please don't do it. I am not telling anyone to do anything. I am not ordering it. I'm not doing this or that. If you get your ideas from me, if you feel like maybe I have aided you in some way to think outside the box, that's great, but you are still the one thinking. And that's what makes me upset when these news stories come in. People point the finger, and yet, well, where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? You know, the kid gets bullied, the kid is involved in drugs, drinking, I guess. I mean, what else is there to say about it? But I'm Protomario, and I'm signing out, guys, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking of this news story, and let me know what you think about games being, once again, blamed for murders. Thanks for watching, and of course, happy gaming.